WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Hey, welcome to the JBW Web DBWDD.com or RevRevShow.com. Oh, yes! Fucking asinine.
Can you give me a massage? I love you.
Holla at you.
Ow!
Ooh, girl.
Seriously.
Hello, Papa.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain Ride.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with. Boy. Ain't everybody get the Rocky Mountain Ride?
WJBW.
One.
WJBWnetworks.com, the JB Rev Show. Every single week, try to make sure we're talking with people that are doing cool stuff. And nope, this week we have two guests. Of course, the Reverend across the way from me.
What up?
Manhandling the keyboards over there.
You smell like
Okay, thank you. That's so valuable, whatever you're doing there.
Hey, yesterday was...
I don't get it. All right. Anyway, welcome to the show. This is our hashtag
Cracking myself up.
High Hopes. High Hopes session. And we definitely want to say, any part of creation takes a whole hell of a lot of hoping and trying and seeing if people see kind of your own vision similarly and say, hey, let's work together. Let's make some shit happen. So that, again, to the spirit of what we do here every week, the JB Rev Show in our 8th season, Season Ocho. Thanks so much for joining us, Season Ocho. And this week, we got a couple of great, we have a call at 7:30, and that is with Royce Ashcroft of NOR 17.
Royce Ashcroft. Royce 17.
Ashcroft. Yep, they're doing a really cool thing at the Abbey in March 17th. It's a vegan gala. It's like a first annual vegan gala, so it's a big deal. So he's going to talk with us about that and what NOR 17 does in our community. And then we have a special session, in-studio session, with a DJ friend of the Reverends, and I'm honored to meet him, too.
Yeah.
He's got a storied kind of history, a cool, at least couple decade career here in Orlando. It's El Villo, and DJ Villo. Is that how they...
Yeah, you can say Villo or Jos Villo.
Jos Villo.
Villo.
I sound like I'm...
Yeah.
I should be...
Villo.
Villo.
Where you fucking from?
Villo, I think it comes across easier, and everybody...
Huh? Villo.
Yeah, Villo or Villo.
Right. How long you been spinning records, man? Is music an extension of... and we'll get into a deeper session a little later with you. But how long you been spinning?
I started playing records professionally when I was 13.
Dang.
So
you learned the old school kind of way, right? The whole
for sure.
Turntable all the way, or are you talking mixtape?
No. I mean, I'm talking about carrying speakers into parties, people's homes, and getting paid to play records.
No doubt.
And usually it was, you get it down to where
In drugs. They pay you in drugs.
Well, I was really young, so
or finger in the butt.
to
Because big pedophilia was going on big time back then. That's when it was okay.
I think that.
I'm not even touching that one, Reverend.
That's
when it was okay. Wow.
I mean, times have changed, have they not?
Cold opening, bro.
Look at Weinstein.
No, I'd rather not.
Well, please don't.
Chuck
Norris.
Norris.
Oh, no, please. Chuck Norris is cool. What did he do recently?
Man,
what are you saying?
He did all kinds of
Is it
crap,
Walker,
man.
Texas Ranger?
Yeah.
All over him? These boots are going to...
They were walking.
What? It doesn't. Chuck Norris didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, he did, dude. So did Steven Seagal. But,
wow.
that kind of comes
You're
with the
throwing
territory.
a lot of heat.
I'm throwing it that way.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's put that in a little bag and put it on the side.
Do we have to look for it?
Yeah, I'm going to look for it.
You want me to look it up? Chuck Norris?
Yeah, Chuck
sexual
Norris.
assault?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll
pull
just
it
do
up, man. You think
We
I'm
have
full of
Chuck
shit? Go ahead and fact check me, motherfucker.
Norris
Go ahead and do
sexual
that. What are you going to do? Google that right now? That's a drop that he normally has.
Google that right now.
Yeah. Way to have your finger on the
4
trigger.
days ago.
what?
Chuck Norris suing CBS for a ridiculous amount of Walker, Texas Ranger sexual law. Hold on.
that. Check
Bari, what? ASAP Bari faces lawsuit over alleged sexual assault. Norris and his production company, Top Kick.
Check out Steven
want-
Seagal.
You got that? You won that round.
Hashtag me too.
Uh-huh.
Steven Seagal. Well, you got it. Come on.
No, I believe you on the one. That's how authentication works. I don't have to
you
go
heard
into
about
the
Cosby, right? Bill Cosby.
What?
Yeah.
Who's
I
that?
have not.
He was
What did he do?
I have not heard this.
Slipping the
You need
Mickeys to the
step back. That's the but
I live in the
growing up-
underground.
Growing up,
those news don't
though,
get there.
I used to listen to those Bill Cosby records,
Yeah.
and they were just gold, right? So news like that about somebody,
That's when he was doing it.
It's just
Pryor's
it just
records.
kills you,
Yeah,
though.
well-
I mean, like when Robin Williams, you thought
How's
took
the
his
saying
life,
goes?
and there were
Don't
all
get
these
too close to your
circumstances.
idols. You know,
Right.
you admire them
It's
from
true.
a distance.
Yeah.
Right.
That really is a
Almost
fact.
Don't meet them, kind of. It'll ruin the perception.
That's pretty much like 99.9% true.
Yeah, that's what they.
Unfortunately,
everybody
I mean,
says to
you know,
me.
but
Yeah.
that's
Like
I hear that a lot.
It was
too.
cool until I met you. Yeah.
Yeah. You
No.
totally shattered what I thought of you.
Yeah. Anyway.
Punch.
407-906-9328. We got about 15, 20 minutes until NOR 17, the founder of that. And it's a cool movement. And the vegan gala, that's a big, huge deal in Orlando. I think it's the first one ever. And it's like $80 a head or something like that. And it's
For
at the
vegetables?
Abbey. Okay. You eat vegetables over there.
Of course I do.
You know
I eat it all, brother.
You know you want it.
I'm
What
not
did you
prejudiced.
think of the? Did you get to see the launch today here
I
in
did.
Florida?
Did you see the-
I did not, but
Musket-
I heard that it was delayed like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was, but it was
Okay.
well worth the wait. And did you see the video of the spaceman?
Did you go up out east?
No.
Did you
but
get on top of a building or something at least?
No, you didn't need to.
I got on top of my wife.
That's the cool thing.
No, it was on
that's
top of
the
her.
cool
Well,
thing.
no,
is
I've
you
seen
didn't
that.
really
I've
need
seen that. Yeah, that's.
nice catch. Buglo. What? Go on.
Do not consider baseball a secondary career.
It was huge.
Reverend.
Man.
No,
it
yeah,
was
no,
big.
I've seen them. I mean, I've gone
Where'd you go? Don't let us
to the Space Coast.
distract.
No, I went to the Space Coast to see a couple of rocket launches. I've stayed over at there's a campground actually where you can. There's a campground where you can stay
Yeah.
and get
Hey,
a
can
really
you-
good view. It's
you-
I don't want to say it's a state. It's not a state park. I think it might be a county park. It's
Yeah, I heard that sold out like 3
Jetty
months ago.
Park.
They're building a-
Well,
There are people there like before Thanksgiving
They're
waiting
building
for
a
this launch.
bed-
well, you can also
bed
just
and
go there for the
breakfast.
day. You know, you can just take your park somewhere and ride or walk along the beach. It's just probably a couple miles from downtown Cocoa, so it's not, you know.
This is cocoa.
Cocoa
Do you like it the cocoa?
I like the Cocoa.
I like it the cocoa. I like it the cocoa puffs.
Cocoa.
I'm a crazy for the
Cocoa.
cocoa puffs. crazy for the cocoa
What's that?
puffs.
What have we done? You're coming in.
I'm
the
talking sexy like Villo.
Puffs.
Or as you like to call
Puffs.
El Villo.
El Villo. What? How?
You can call
El
me
Villo.
You can call me Villo if you're
you
a
like
dick,
to stay
but-
at the
I go by Villo.
What?
It's either one.
Oh, how do I say it correctly? Well, then we
Yeah.
can.
Well, I don't really
other
want
people,
to.
I can be the.
It's
stooge.
kind of like your name, except
Villo.
a V instead of an A.
Vol-
You're Aho. He's Villo.
I'm an. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
see, you like that.
Actually,
The-
I thought
the
my
Villo
dad said
is
I
much
was
better. It's much
hose,
sweeter.
Hose B. That's one.
Oh,
Okay.
Anyway,
All
all right.
Take off. Take off, you hoser.
how about you,
Remember
JB?
people
When
used to say that?
when did
Yeah,
you start
I just
with
did.
records and stuff?
he
So-
never did. He's fucking has been playing with 8 tracks, and then he moved on to cassette. He skipped all the vinyl all together.
When I went to high school, I was actually friends with this cool guy that was head of AV,
I wasn't your friend.
and he had a DJ company. His name was Jeff Lilly. He's since passed away, but he
Lilly.
did all these DJ things in Daytona Beach, and he also worked at I-100, a radio station.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got out of high school, 1990, boom, I was on the radio.
Nice.
The other thing
Talk
was
about
that
unfortunate sexual relations.
all through high school,
How'd you get your job again?
The guy taught me how to DJ, and of course it
What
was
else
on
did he
all
teach you?
tables and
Tell us,
fog,
everybody.
Right.
fog machine lighting.
Hashtag me too. Let's talk about what else he taught
Nope.
you, JB.
Nope.
At such a young
He
age.
has since passed away, so I don't think you understand.
So now you can let the cat out of the bag.
Enter where
he took it
but
to the grave
not
with
in a
him.
good-
You shouldn't with you.
There was an ugly. Okay.
Let lion dog sleep,
Jeez.
Jerry. Let
I like
lion
to
dog
beat
sleep.
I like to beat a dead horse.
Apparently.
What was that dead horse's
What
name?
about you, Jerry?
Did you call me Jew? What about Jew?
What about you?
Oh, what about me? I was
What's
never
going on there? What's going on
molested
there
as a
with,
child
okay.
like he was.
Okay,
Hey,
we get
you
that loud and clear.
You were
what
never
about records?
less than a child.
Molested.
Did you
as
start
a child?
What?
Did you
Like
start
were.
with
You
mobile sound, or did you go into clubs directly?
You just said I was molested as a child. Did he say that?
Yeah, you were. That's what we were just talking about. But you don't want to talk about it. It's all right.
Oh, it's not what I
that's a
was
whole
talking
other
about.
episode.
That's not what I was talking
No,
about.
not you, JB.
No, but that's pretty personal and disrespectful. If you, to bring up your abuse to me as a child.
See, okay.
It's pretty bold.
Obviously, there's some deep issues going on with you over there because you keep bringing it up.
Okay, man.
Mark that. Where are we?
Hey, I'm Mark.
11 minutes in. I want to say me too. Now I've been
Yeah,
sexually,
hashtag,
I feel like
assaulted in the
it's,
workplace by the Reverend. Hold on.
I like to make you feel awkward.
Turn down
Reverend, watch out.
everybody's mic. All right,
Yeah.
I'd now like to say a moment of personal accountability for people and what they say. So just be careful out there. I'm not really offended. Okay.
All right, now get your dick out of my mouth.
All right. That's, wow.
That was just inappropriate. Let's see. Hashtag me too. That was just wrong, dude. Why you gotta shut me up by putting your dick in my mouth? That was wrong, bro.
Google that right now.
I need a cock. Look at how. All right, so
You're not going anywhere. Let's cut away to some music. I'll see if we can prep up for
do some prep,
this
would
call.
you? God damn it, man! You
This
listen to
call.
JB Rev Show. If you're into racism, we're not into you.
Wow.
So are we? I thought you had a song queued up there, man. I thought we had a nice outro going.
You can play something from the new album. if you
Oh,
want.
there you go. But he can't play Real to Real.
MKG, I know how you get
I still learn.
I would drive up and down the 405 just to hold your hand at night. I feel your heart right in mine. Mine might be in yours in time. I know how you get sometimes, getting caught up in the wrong way. I think you know that I'm feeling strong, 'cause I'm talking about you all fucking day long. And it's you. Who I want to hold. All I can do. Wish you didn't play my mind. I know how you get sometimes, getting caught up in the wrong and right. But it's you. I could give up all of my precious time if maybe you could give me a try. I know you sent me 20 signals to go, but you could have left many hours ago. Get crazy when you're walking by, but you never look or turn your eyes. And I hear what your funny friends say. Shouldn't be giving me the light of day. Instead it's you.
With the way things are in the world, why keep investing in gold and silver and things that can eventually corrode away? Negative bonds. Negative bonds are the newest way to invest. People will always have negative bonds. Susie hates Johnny. Johnny hates Susie. They talk about it to their friends. Your negative bond accrues interest, and all of a sudden you're a rich millionaire who could care less about people, and then negative bond about poor people without bonds, which increases your negative bonds. So invest in negative bonds today. Negative bonds is not a subsidiary of the New York Stock Exchange or any real exchange, so be careful when you invest.
Yo, 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 yo.
WJBW.
The electronics is so predominant that people would really prefer that.
WJBW, Orlando, Florida. The first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, meat.
Okay.
Oh my God, that was
Welcome back. All right, do I need to cut your
Villo.
mics already? We just came back. It's the JB Rev Show every week. Talk with people that are doing something cool, creatives, people pushing stuff forward. And this week we have Royce Ashcroft on the line. He is the founder of Nor 17, also behind, I think it's the first annual vegan gala out at the Abbey, March 17th, a little later this year. But our privilege to be able to speak with you. Thank you so much for taking some time.
Yeah.
Chatting with us. How the hell are you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, I am doing good. Thank you so much for having me tonight. It's awesome to be on this show.
Right on, man.
You rock, buddy. Appreciate what you're doing. Keep pushing forward. Tell us a little bit about NOR 17.
Yeah.
Give us an
What is
idea
that?
of what that kind of organization is about.
Absolutely. NOR 17, it was pretty much my girlfriend and I's way of combining our lives together in one of the most simplistic and, just very form-fitting ways together. As she models professionally and I MC and host different shows around town.
Wow.
So we just kind of, combine that together. Now we throw different fashion shows, photo shoots, for lots of different vegan businesses, vegan products in the Orlando area.
Right. Right on.
In short, yeah.
So let's talk about for the people that don't know, because believe it or not, there's a lot of people that just don't know. I mean, veganism isn't just it's a lifestyle, is it not? I mean,
yes.
Are you vegan yourself?
Exactly. I've been vegan now for 2.5 years.
Okay, right on. And so obviously there's a lot of different alternatives to, what we put in our bodies. And, I definitely am
especially you, Riv.
You are what you eat, kind of a thing.
Yeah, totally.
And that's taking that to the ultimate degree.
Yeah. I'm a screaming tree myself.
Okay.
All right. But no, let's talk a little bit about the lifestyle.
I'm going to call him Amtrak.
Okay, why?
Okay, because you're always going off the track.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Stupid, man.
You just whacked out.
So, no, seriously, I really do want to know about veganism and how, I mean, it's very difficult.
It's a serious question.
It's a very difficult lifestyle to lead.
I would strongly disagree.
Okay.
It's actually been a lot easier for me to live this lifestyle. We can, get into all of that in just a little bit.
Okay.
Other than one of the things I do want to kind of say is that a lot of people go vegan for a lot of different reasons. It's so funny meeting a lot of the people in the vegan community, because some of them went vegan for the health reasons, just because, they wanted to lose weight or get in shape, kind of get that, really nice six-pack going on. Some guys will do it, to keep their libido up, so that way they're just more active, in the bedroom, and, they get really good results from that. Some do it from animals, just kind of trying to protect the animals from the slaughterhouses. But personally, I ended up going vegan, a little over 2 years now.
Why?
Because have you ever heard of astral projection?
Astral projection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you cleaning your pineal? Transcendental.
Yes. Okay, you know what? That is a great step, because normally a lot of people, this is where I have to explain that whole part. But long story short, a lot of the different foods that we eat, help calcify that. And as I started to decalcify, just giving a shot, everything started to align itself a lot better. And that was whenever I was actually first successful with doing it. So, I just kind of kept on along that trend and see how far down the rabbit hole I could go.
Wow. So how far in the rabbit hole are you?
I think what he's saying
is, you eating the cookie?
The pineal gland, right, gets calcified over time, and through a proper diet, you can kind of remove that calcification or reduce it, you would think, or at least rescind it to some degree.
Right.
But, okay, so on the line with us, Royce Ashcroft, again, NOR 17. Did we kind of finalize that? Okay, well then we'll segue into kind of what NOR 17 is, because I love what you're doing, and you definitely have a passion for it. And I think anybody, case in point, from the biggest office in the land to the smallest, you should lead by example. So, pin in the kind of personal story into NOR 17 again, because I'd like to hear more about the genesis and the direction.
Absolutely. Well, the name of NOR is actually Arabic, and it means light. We chose the Arabic language because it's spoken by, the Egyptians right now. And the ancient Egyptians, they lived a primarily vegan, vegetarian lifestyle. And they also had a lot of different knowledge, about different esoteric items and the pineal gland and things such as that. So that's why we came up with the name Nor, and then the 17 is kind of that signature number behind me and my girlfriend. We, our anniversary date is on the 17th, but we were also born 17 days apart. And there is this one beautiful mathematic code called English gematria. It is where you pretty much equate numerical values to the English alphabet to find different occultic meanings or, just different hidden things, messages in a lot of different religious text or and a lot of that type of stuff. And if you spell out my name in English gematria, then you get the number 17. But if you spell out her name as well, you also get the number 17.
Wow.
So we just kind of,
you have that's
North 17.
That's a little, that's fascinating. Cool. Because I think too, if you're kind of paying attention to the right details, I think you're saying the right kind of things happen, right? I mean, so
yes.
Yeah, so that's a positive vibe, definitely in and around Orlando. How long have you guys been doing?
Together.
Have you guys been doing that for 2 years with Nor 17?
Whenever I first met my girlfriend, she had came to a show that I was hosting an open mic at, and I thought that she was one of the models that I invited out. So long story short, I was talking to her. We hit it off. It was great, but right then, that's whenever she, as we continued to talk for that first few weeks, months, that's whenever she became vegan herself. And then as she became vegan, she started learning more of the different benefits of the lifestyle. That's whenever she kind of wanted to dedicate her line of work towards, just making it more accessible for everybody. So pretty much the main focus for North 17 is to literally make being vegan more mainstream.
That's awesome.
So we've only been doing it now. We had our official launch party August 9th. And it's so funny because every time we have events, anytime we do things, people swear that we have been around for years and that they've seen us, way back so many years ago whenever we first started off. And now they're so happy to see that we've blossomed into this great big company thing. I'm like, no, this is still the very, very, very beginning.
Wow, that's excellent. Yeah. So I'm glad that we're able to kind of get the bird's eye view of that. Now, in particular, there's the big March 17th event at the Abbey, Vegan Gala. Is it Gala or Gala?
Yes.
I never know.
My girlfriend just looked it up on Google and said that it's Gala, so we'll go with that.
We're going to go with Gala.
Gala.
That's good for 5,000 points. Okay.
Is that Gala?
Okay.
What is Gala?
So, what is Gala? Oh, there you go. Thank you, Villo. I don't know how to say his name anymore. Villo. Okay. Please don't do that again, Villo. All right. Talking with Royce Ashcroft, founder of Noir 17 and Vegan Gala.
We just said Gala.
But that's why I want to change it. Vegan Gala. Well, tell us about that.
A gala is pretty much a large celebration that is usually made to build funds for a certain cause or project.
Okay.
So our vegan gala, North 17, we're going to be hosting November 10th through the 17th, Vegan Awareness Month.
Okay.
Pretty much to just help make being vegan more mainstream. And during that week, we're going to we've gotten the permits, we've gotten a lot of different things going on to where we're going to have something called the 2018 Florida Vegan Awards and Model Extravaganza.
Wow.
Really? We've got the Bob Carr Theater, Dr. Phillips Center area. Great. We're going to be having that event at. Large trophies to top vegan model, entrepreneur, business, athlete, film, you name it. We're going to put it on there as long as we get enough nominations for that actual category.
Right.
But we're also hosting things such as Veg 5K. We've just got the permit back from the city yesterday, actually.
Wow.
About that, we can block off certain roads to host our, 5K.
Remarkable.
We're also going to be having a vegan parade as well, too. So lots of good, fun stuff coming up.
It's a great activist city where I applaud you, sir, because kind of making sure that you're – well, that's why our episode here is, high hopes. You always do kind of want to, project forward.
Right.
And, Royce, you're definitely doing that with this.
Totally.
And I love the energy and the spirit behind everything that you're doing. Yeah, there is kind of
I appreciate it.
A stroke of experience, in your moves you're making. So we appreciate you being able to talk with
we do.
with us a little bit. Now, tell us, as far as like, let's say you got 3 meat eating guys in here, what are some good ways that you would suggest to say, hey, maybe start to incorporate less mayonnaise, fruit? Should I eat a vegetable?
I have to disclose that I have. I don't eat meat.
Oh,
every
you don't
day or
eat
anything
meat?
No, I do.
Oh, you do.
I'm not gonna say I'm a vegan or this or that. I eat meat whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
Most of the times I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
That I think that it's just like, whatever you want to eat, it's up to you. And we all have our own reasons why we want to eat whatever the hell we want to eat, and that's just how it is. So I don't call myself vegan, and I call myself meat eater. Whenever I feel like eating whatever I want to eat, I eat it.
All right.
That was
it's coming straight from the horse's mouth right there.
And that was Villo.
I like that pun.
Let's not talk about the horse.
There's a certain degree that you do got to follow your appetite.
Delicious.
You got to follow your appetite because it kind of tells
But
you what maybe you're deficient in.
So, JB, you did ask him a question.
That is right on the nose.
And you didn't have an opportunity to answer it. Because I'd like to know, I said, at the beginning of this interview,
she said.
That, it's very hard to live this lifestyle. So if I'm on the road, because I'm on the road a lot, and if I'm pulling off the road, what can I, what are some of my options?
Absolutely. Well, I'm also on the road as well, too, and I thought that was going to be one of my biggest downfalls whenever it came to this, but and that's why I want to make being vegan more mainstream, so that way it's not such an inconvenience whenever I'm out. It's literally just a convenience thing while I'm doing this, so that way whenever I show up to a place, to an event, whatever it may be, people already know, oh, whoa, Royce of North 17 is going to be here. Make sure you have a vegan dish ready for him, or else he's going to hate you and he's going to leave. That's pretty much like one of my main motivations. But to answer your question, Taco Bell is one of my favorite ones. You can easily go into any Taco Bell. They're all around. Just say, hey, I want a soft taco, no beef, sub beans, make it fresco. Fresco, they switch the dairy with pico de gallo, and it makes a great substitute. And, tomatoes are good for you. The beans, great source of protein. And a lot of people get scared that there might be pig fat in the refried beans that they have, but good news, there is no pig fat in the beans.
Word.
Okay.
Of course, Subway you can easily,
That's
but
good.
yeah, there's different places that now accommodate for it, and more and more places are doing it every day. I love seeing whenever we have a new spot that we can go to whenever we're on the road, and we, can get vegan options from.
Nice. Awesome.
See, and that's good, too, because Orlando is actually burgeoning right now with tons of vegan restaurants all through Orlando and, Mills 50 proper. I don't know if that's something, but and then, right through the heart of Paramore, right? So I think that, what's beautiful, again, about Orlando is that this art, music, culture community is constantly been pushed forward and nurtured by what was the acceptance in the lesbian, gay, the LGBTQ community here. And so, what I think is important, too, is that you're talking about starting out this kind of effort and movement in Orlando is the perfect place to make it happen.
It is. I don't know how I got this lucky to be able to stumble upon this, but I love it. I'm so glad that I'm here being able to help out the scene. It literally is the perfect place to start something like this at, and it's just going to keep on growing. We've got people that we speak to in New York, California, London even, about having events there this year, later, and, next year. So, we're pretty much using this as the platform, and we're going to show them how we do it and kind of what we expect. And, we'll be traveling to those places to kind of make sure that it gets done correctly.
Nice. Awesome.
That's exactly correct. Royce Ashcroft on the line of Noir 17. It has been a wonderful pleasure chatting with you. What's the best way for people to kind of get connected with what you're doing online? What's the best way? Noir17.com?
Absolute. Yes. Best way is to find us on http://www.facebook.com/Noir17vegan. You can call me. You can go on our Instagram. I'm probably going to think you're a bill collector, so I'm not going to pick up, and I don't use Instagram ever. So, yeah, our Facebook page is definitely the best way to contact us.
Right, the spot. And we're
and to see what we're doing.
Shooting it out there. We appreciate your time so much, man. You definitely got a lot going on with this project, and we want to throw as much awareness, love, and support behind you. So hang tight. Got a little bit of music
hold on
here.
with us.
Modesta. It is the JB Rep Show. We'll be right back.
All the gold is inviting anyway. You walked outside a hotel in LA. Oh, but you're older and locked away. Tell them, do you feel the same? And I don't mind, you rack it up for days. I spent all of my money in the Bay, and there aren't a lot of ways to save the world some space. When the minds are playing games, saving face. They're losing my fight and howling in a world that you see me alright. And even though it's more than a paradise, it's a paradise that you can't see. Whoa. Gambling nights are flashing my vision for parasites. And even though it feels like a lavish ride, it's heavy when we can't be. Whoa. She's waiting to ride like a valet. She never came back from Broadway. Oh, she was a model, lit insane. It's no secret you drowned in fame. And I can say, appeal is my forte. I left all of my style in Bombay, but we're in a time and place to save the world in case our minds have no place. Paying fate. They're losing my fight and howling in a world that you see me alright. And even though it's more than a paradise, it's a paradise that you can't see. Whoa. Gambling nights are flashing my vision from parasites. And even though it feels like a lavish ride, it's heavy when we can't be. Whoa. They're losing my fight and howling in a world that you see me alright. And even though it's more than a paradise, it's a paradise that you can't see. Whoa. Gambling nights are flashing my vision for parasites. And even though it feels like a lavish ride, it's heavy when we can't be.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
Yeah. Listening to the JB Rep Show. It's me, Reverend. JB's gone. I don't know where JB went. But in studio, we got the Villo. The El Villo.
Aló, el Villo.
El Villo.
El Villo, ¿cómo está?
El Villo.
¿Cómo está el Villo?
Un momento, jalapeno momento. Okay. All right. That's JB. Where'd you go, dude?
I'm in the air, man.
Yeah. I
was using my cloak of invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you would more often.
Yeah, you
That'd
too.
be great.
That's right. Oh, anyway, welcome back to it. It's a weekly endeavor, undying endeavor. Undying endeavor, you big dummy.
Oh, yeah, you red fox.
Anyway, hashtag high hope session. We got El Villo in studio.
You know, when you do that,
Yo, yo.
you're getting old and your arms, the
My
fat
arms are
on
doing
you. and your
grandpa
arms-
flab?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Grandpa?
think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I think it's
No,
healthy. Yeah, I'm trying to make more of that.
I wouldn't do
happen.
it so much. It's gonna get worse.
Oh, I got a cramp. Oh, I got a grandpa cramp.
Don't
oh,
touch it.
grandpa cramp. Oh, no. Grandpa cramp. Ah.
I just like doing nothing and just let you just die on your own over there. It's just grandpa fat.
Grandpa cramp.
Okay, cramp. Oh,
Anyway.
all right.
That could be a cool a title for the song.
So-
Grandpa's cramp.
So does he get this? Does he hugger like it?
What? Go
Hugger
ahead.
like it?
Do it.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Local legend El Villo
There you go.
in studio. 20 years of pumping
about
strong
that.
through music. We're going to hear about a couple of decades and adventures. He's got some new stuff out, which we will also talk about, and go into a revelation a little later. After that, the Reverend's got some cool stuff to tie in, so I don't know how you want to do that, but I'm going to let this man kind of run point on the local legend session with our friend Villo.
say it. Tell him how to say it, bro.
He said it perfectly.
Villo.
Yeah.
All this time I've been saying
Villo.
Vallejo.
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 Because I'm a little pendejo.
I'm just
right?
kidding. I didn't
Chevy
say Vallejo.
Volt. No.
Vallejo.
Wow.
So-
I think a bendejo is something else, right?
Asshole. That's why I call I say.
A-hole.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what he's saying. The Reverend over
So
there. Okay.
listen, no, it's nice to have you here, man.
So we appreciate
Thanks.
it.
very much. So
I
bring it
appreciate the
down to-
invitation. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, man. So let's talk a little bit about where you come from and how you got started with all this. You said earlier that when you were 13 you were doing parties.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Pretty much in junior high, we had a couple of my friends had older brothers, which were already in high school, and his dad, my friend's name, his name was Cucci. We'll call him Cucci.
Cucci Mama.
Because his name is Rodolfo.
Mine
He's
is
one
too.
of my best friends growing up.
Okay.
And his dad was an audiophile.
All right.
And so he had a mixer
Okay.
that had like 2 fake crossfaders, each channel, like really, really vintage stuff.
Right.
Awesome. And he also had records that I hadn't heard at that. I was still pretty young, but I hadn't heard about. My dad really liked Creedence CCR,
right?
Yeah, CCR and the Beatles. That's all he heard. And my mom, she had a more open taste. She liked a lot of dance music and disco and new wave and stuff like that, right?
Right.
But I like heavy rock, and I was really into
Like Air
bands
Supply.
like. Yeah, definitely.
maybe,
that one was always one that
Air
made
Supply,
me
Little
crap my
River
pants.
Band.
Yeah,
That's a big rockin' band for you back then, was it?
that was amazing.
Okay.
He was always heavy.
Just bands like what?
Sometimes it made me afraid though, and I wouldn't play those records.
Yeah, but so like what? Like Black Sabbath? You were
Like
into
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Iron
Okay.
Maiden, Kiss, things like that. I mean,
Right on.
it's still pretty.
Yeah, the stuff they
whatever.
hood out.
We all heard and stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, I was listening to records like Cameo, Word Up, which is one of my all-time favorite tracks.
Right.
So in the background, there was all this thing. At the same time, I'm growing up between Stewart here in Florida and Mexico.
How is Stewart? Have you said? Does he
How's
miss
it been
you
lately?
since you left him?
Oh,
we won't go into your gay
okay,
exchanges.
please.
but-
I thought we weren't.
Oh, Stewart, Florida. I'm sorry.
There you go.
I was getting.
We'll
mixed
call it
up
Palm
with
City. We'll call it Palm City.
Anyways, and you said that in there.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
So growing up in those two places, mainly, I also live in the up north by Chicago. So I really got exposed to a lot of music really early.
Okay.
And when I lived in near Chicago, I lived in Indiana, but I mean it's really outside Chicago. That was like in the 80s. So it was still, you could turn on the radio and listen to a lot of stuff that was underground. And I'm talking like the crew of like Julian Jumping Perez.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that,
Mickey
so
Oliver?
I really had a.
Remember Mickey Oliver?
I don't.
Oh my god!
But I mean, I can't remember everything. I've
No,
also,
no,
I've also lived in Orlando for 20 years.
He did a
How
big
can you
song called
expect me to keep
Intensity.
my memory intact after that. Yes.
Intensity. Hey, keep your fingers off the buttons over there, buddy. So back to Chicago.
Yeah,
and this was in the 80s because we did notice you came in here in a walker, and in the 80s you were in like already in your 30s.
Yeah, so it's. I've always had the a young ear, so that's all that matters. It doesn't matter that. What was that?
Yeah,
you said
that's
yeah.
your.
But
an old man now.
Exactly. But it's all in the heart. As long as you keep keep fit.
Right, absolutely.
You don't you're as young.
You're vegan, for sure.
If you talk to the
he's just now
the
learning.
elders.
The elders.
They always say don't get old.
Right.
And if you pay attention,
don't
that's very
become
true.
one of us.
Well, it just means that don't get stuck. I think that there's a lot of 20-year-olds that are
Life
80
is to
already
be lived, kind of a
because
thing.
they're yeah, man. I mean, some people that are very young in years are absolutely stuck in their ways, and they would never ever think about going in opposite directions in whichever fields in their life.
Right.
And some people that are, especially in their 40s, people have like a bump. People feel bad about getting older instead of feeling stronger.
Right.
And delight in the fact that they have more years.
You hear that, honey?
To do. I don't know. It's. I have a different point of view on that whole thing, and we're not.
Too.
I don't really want to get into it right now because then I'm going to start talking about that.
Yeah, the vegan lifestyle.
Well, we'll go exactly.
Yeah. So me and my wife have been vegan now for we just started since that last interview actually.
Oh, awesome! I'll give you a couple of recipes.
47 minutes ago.
Yep. Is this cocktail I'm drinking? Is this vegan?
I'm pretty sure.
This is clamato juice, isn't it? Clams isn't
vegan light. I think it says.
Okay.
Anyway.
So back to Villo over here.
Yeah.
And let's talk about making the music.
Veil.
And the first record you said you put out in '99.
It was a CD.
Oh, okay.
So back in '99, I started messing around with Reason 1, I think, or 1 or 2.
Right.
Which, for those who don't know, which I'm pretty sure that everybody knows, but back then, those computers were really small in power, and you had to really use mostly outboards,
right?
Or out gear,
Yeah.
When
outboard,
that
motor, on a boat.
But when that software came about, it really changed the game because the emulators were perfect. I mean, they sounded so good, especially if you knew your way around the studio or you knew how to make them sound a little better, mastering things and things like that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, totally. I was very lucky that ever since I was very starting, before I started playing records with the mobile sound.
Right.
I worked at a record store.
Okay.
So that was like my first really taste of what was that. There was a DJ there. They had they had events, and it was like a pretty eye-opening moment.
Definitely.
But after a few years of playing, and I'm talking about the first time that I opened a club, I was 16. I turned 17 doing it, So it was really cool. Back then, nobody really cared about being a DJ. All my friends, I had, in the whole high school, it was a big fucking high school.
Right.
There were 2 of us.
Okay, wow.
2 fucking DJs. And it was a pretty big town. It's Puebla City.
All right.
It's just like outside Mexico City. Most of my DJ friends were in Mexico City, which is just 45 minutes out. It's like if by America,
it's like a suburb.
Like Florida standards, it's a suburb. Yeah.
Right, totally.
But it's 2 separate cities.
But it's still the ghetto.
It's 2. So anyway, so I always asked my mother for records, and she was very anal about her records, which I can totally respect.
Right.
And she never allowed me to fucking borrow any records. So I was like, I want those records, and I want to play them and this. And then she would be like, you can't fucking borrow my records. So I'm like, okay, what do I do to, how can I make more records? I worked at the store. I could get a discount there. Right. It wasn't really enough. I wasn't making enough, and I wanted a lot more. Now it was worse because now I need more fucking bands and more stuff.
Right, totally.
So I decided my friend, Rodolfo, he had the equipment, and I had all the music. And one of his brothers, his older brother, had a party, and we're like, "Hey, man, how much are you got?" He was like, organizing the party, and
right.
he's like, "Oh, we got like a couple $100 to get a mobile sound," and I was like,
"Okay,
good." Here, let me take that as a down payment.
Right, no doubt.
And the first gig was like 1 turntable, 1 CD player, 1 deck, and this old, very vintage mixer.
Right.
I'm a fast forward a little bit, so because I can't talk about everything, but fast forward a few years. The first mixer that I bought was like a realistic from Radio Shack. Everybody had that
totally.
mixer. And I remember that I put on with I don't even remember how this dude that I knew that he played at a club.
Yeah.
You remember how he was 2 channels and then he had a third one just for the mic?
Yeah.
He had messed around with it and he could play 3 turntables. So he totally like put in,
Okay.
And I was like, what? That was the first time that I ever saw someone like
mixing.
Custom making custom. I already knew how to make it.
He tricked out the mixer.
Yeah, he tricked out the mixer to have 3 turntables instead of just 2. I remember when the Newmark PPD came out, and sampling. It was 4 seconds, and then it came a sampler just by itself, which had 8 seconds, and that was like the bomb, dude. You could separate it into 4 little pieces.
Right.
And so those were my first expositions. Then I started selling records in Mexico City. From a really important record store. I'm gonna say if not the best. I'm gonna say it's the best because it's my friends, and so fuck the other guys. But these guys, they really knew the game. They were selling records in Mexico City since High Energy. So since the 70s, these guys sold thousands of 12 inches.
Right.
Whatever. So I was lucky to be friends with them. Hair Discos. Yeah, her.
Okay.
Like G-E-R. Jer.
Okay.
Like Jerry.
Like hair. Yes.
Like hair. Yeah.
Hair
I'm just saying it because that's how they would like me to say it.
Okay. And they're still around? They're still out there?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't
awesome.
think so because I've led a hedonistic lifestyle, so I have actually even no, I don't want to say homeless, although I was homeless for a couple of years but I slept on people's couches most of the time, so I wasn't really
right.
So I've really gone out and explored everything I wanted to do. But going back to the DJing thing, it quickly progressed from doing little parties like that into going, and all of a sudden, like a teacher that we were close to, he had a wedding, and that was the big break. I did his wedding, and after that, it was just passing around. I learned the way of doing it.
Right.
You pass around business cards at the event.
Yeah.
And out of 100, 200 that you pass out to every single person that's in there, you make sure you do them.
Yeah.
And always, it's 3-hour minimum, 5 hours for this much. If you want extra hours, this much, and you make sure that the last 15 minutes that you're playing is everybody's fucking like off their heads and dancing their asses off. And then you go, ding, you put a fucking ballad. And people will come up and say, what the fuck? And then you go, well, it's over. Yeah. You want another hour? Yeah, it's this much. Oh shit. Yeah. That was the best fucking way to make money. When I started playing clubs, dude, it was awful because I couldn't make as much money. So I kept doing both things. I never stopped having my mobile sound while I started playing.
Smart, though. Because,
blow it up at the
yeah.
end. Be like, oh, that's it. Dear God.
What are you doing?
It was cool, though.
Talking with El Villo, or Villo, and you do deep space radio now, kind of in the future. You're gonna, the future's gonna come.
The future is now,
over,
as Juan Atkins would say.
No matter what.
Well, deep space radio, I am.
Is that a natural segue from kind of where we were, though?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's all part of it. It's all part of it.
Cool.
Deep space radio. It's a station that is based in Detroit. It's owned by Juan Atkins.
Okay,
who is,
Juan Atkins is legendary.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a station that is dedicated to urban music, but not just what people's conception of urban would be. It's a mainly techno and dance music, but we also play funk and anything that is inspired. All these techno pioneers that we also play most of the music. So it's a project that started in Detroit. I was very lucky to be invited to it at the very beginning of it all. I met Kevin Sanderson in Detroit.
Okay, wow.
And I handed him some of my music.
Great.
A few months into it, there's other people, obviously, which I'm going to bring into the picture now. Jason calls me, and it's Jason and Scott that pretty much run the show there with Juan. that helped him do it. And Jason contacted me and asked me if it would be okay that they were forming the station, and Kevin, if it be okay to play the music that I given to Kevin.
Right.
And I said, of course, it's my pleasure. Well, thank you.
Right.
I was made me like jump up and down.
No doubt.
Just meeting Kevin was a wonderful experience.
Right.
And it's I'm very thankful to him, because even though I worked mainly with Juan, it was Kevin who invited me first.
Wow. Very cool.
And so after they started doing that, they played my music in the station, and after a while I was, curious, because I would listen to the station, a lot.
Right.
And I contacted them, and they said, hey, how about a show? I've had a lot of experience with shows. I've had shows on FM, XM radio, satellite, whatever, whatever you want to call it, I've had it.
Right.
Including like real stations back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I asked, and I said, hey, how about a show? And they said, well, how about a pilot? And I said, sure. And I debated on how I wanted to format the show until I pretty much recorded like 4 or 5 different hours. And then I, listened to them a bunch of times, and I decided to go with a more, instead of a DJ mix format, I went into a college radio format where I play a song and I talk a little bit about it, and then I play another song and I talk a little bit about it. And sometimes I do a DJ mix and I don't talk at all. So it's pretty open, but most of the times I like to make it up, up and down. It's like a night, like a club night, but radio. I don't know if I know you two get it, but I hope
totally get it.
I hope that the concept comes across. And if you listen to, we just recently celebrated our 100th episode.
Wow.
So we've been doing it over 2 years.
Wow.
Thank you. And so we're pretty happy, very happy with what we've achieved there.
So how can someone find that if they want to listen to it?
All they have to do is go to deepspaceradio.com and click on the free player. You can also get the app, and you don't listen to any ads. But, you can also listen to it for free. I listen to it for free. But, I'm a starving artist. I really am.
Awesome.
But yeah, so you just go to deepspaceradio.com, and you can see all of our shows. The show schedule is there.
What's your show
called? You can also
called?
see the archives. My show is called Journeys.
Okay.
You can listen to it on Sundays at noon, 12 p.m.
live?
Eastern time. No, I pre-recorded.
Okay.
I find that it's not. It's more convenient for me to just pre-record it.
This is it. This is
Oh, are we listening to the live?
DeepSpaceRadio.com
live?
That's
Oh,
what
awesome.
they're doing now.
Excellent.
Oh, so this
Sounds
is what's
great.
coming off live right now as we speak.
I'm going to
There
tell
you
you
go.
something that
Okay.
if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like you're like, oh, what the hell, like, oh, I'm a little tired, or whatever, you turn that. Yeah,
That's awesome.
You put that
I
on,
dig
and,
it, dude. That's
and
great.
you might listen to techno or some funk from the 70s.
And I like
but
too that you kind of talk a little bit about the music, the
give a little
song that
history
you
or
just
whatnot.
played, because we started recently, Reverend, doing these revelations, and it's been awesome because it gives you kind of a little tasty, dusky jewel of are you listening to this I think that tells you a lot about each person. If you understand what kind of music they like, they're kind of bearing a little bit of themselves to you.
Of course.
Like, hey, this is what I like.
Right.
well, especially when you write something. I mean, imagine yourself if you paint, or imagine yourself when you pretty much do anything. Even if it's just breakfast, you are doing it. It's you who's doing it, and the quality and the presentation and the flavor of it is going to be a direct representation of who you are.
Totally. Man.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I think. But Deep Space Radio has been an amazing experience. We do live transmissions occasionally. Our strongest transmissions are usually during the Detroit Movement Festival. That's when we do live transmissions all day long.
Wow.
During those 3 days. So it's a really cool alternative if you are into that kind of music.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's excellent.
And if you would like to get into it and just learn a little bit, it's a good option as well.
Yeah, and that's remarkable. We're talking with Villo. It's Villo, Villo. And you can go check out what he's talking about at deepspaceradio.com. But now let's kind of pin the end of this up, maybe, and talk a little bit about you've got a release out there that thank you so much. You gave us each a hard copy, which is dope. We're probably going to do a circadian cast.
Yeah, we're
based
definitely
on
going to do
that
a
whole
circadian.
thing. But tell us a little bit about that recent
this your latest
endeavor, because you know what we really do is make sure we're venerating that DJ skill and talent, because people don't maybe do or don't understand kind of the producer mind you have to have to be able to kind of put stuff together. So tell us a bit about this.
For me, making music was a real change of attitude and lifestyle. When like I said, for me at the beginning of doing music and being a DJ, it was about a business,
right?
And that's what it was all about. And when I got older and I went into college, I decided that the shit that I thought mattered, that didn't matter anymore, and the only thing that mattered was music and being free and trying to live the life the way I wanted to live it. So, in that context,
the hedonistic life that you've been leading.
Well, yeah, but more than that, just liberating yourself from whoever you think you are and whoever you think you are,
right?
And just being. So after 2 years of being homeless and just living on people's couches, to be honest, most of the time,
right?
I would just stay up. But if there's a time when there's no more couches for a while,
Yeah.
So what I do, I would just. Well, no. I'm saying like a couple times that I wasn't received anymore. I would just stay up all night and go and sleep in the park, so I wouldn't really be, in much danger. But
right.
So it wasn't that big of a deal. After that, in '99, they started making my own music, and 5 albums later with different collaborators. I've done some stuff all on my own, and I've done stuff with other people. But the new album is called Cosmic Consciousness.
Okay.
It just got released actually on my Bandcamp, which is villo.bandcamp.com. But you can also pre-order it on iTunes, Juno, Beatport, all of those. So if you look up Villo on any of those.
How do you spell that? Villo?
Yeah, that's correct. Villo.
Right. Yeah.
So if you just look for that or Cosmic Consciousness, and it's released on my own label, which is Jackalope Music.
Okay. Jackalope Music. So that's your label as well?
Yes, correct.
Okay, nice. And how long have you had your own label?
My first label started in '99 with the first release, which was called Schizo. That's one of the pseudonyms that I used to wear all the time. Schizo used to play like hardcore stuff, jungle and shit like that, combined with hip hop and stuff. So
let's actually, I want to delve into that a minute, because you gave me your discography and you gave me like 5 records, and there's 2 in particular that they're all white labels, so I don't know what's what, but I actually marked them. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing you Saturday, because I'm definitely playing these 2 records. There's no doubt, and I'm really like your style kind of switches up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, when I write music, especially the albums, right. I prefer to write songs.
Right. Okay.
In whichever way that I present them, but I think of them more as songs. And then the DJ thing is like a remix. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I always saw it. Like the clash between the rock and roll-y, new wavy way of seeing things, making things that, even though they're already dancey, but they're short or they might be weird or whatever. And then you do a dance remix of it, and then you make that fucking bass line that everybody dances to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I also have DJ tracks. So if you go and look up Jackalope Music on iTunes or any of those.
Google that right now.
I also have a side project currently called Constantly Moving Frames, and that I've had 2 releases with that in the last 2 years. So that's a bit of the newest way that I've had it. I've had releases at
and
Stereo
that's
Underground
more
as
like
well.
a poppy sound for you, right?
I think so. I mean, but
it's more vocals.
And again, I want to stress that that's what I want. I want to call it more approachable,
right?
And it's definitely more pop. Yeah, on and rocky and stuff like that.
Pop's just not a bad thing. Pop is popular.
We were just commenting how I still like to listen to the radio.
Right.
Because
exactly.
I enjoy pop music. Yeah,
right.
I enjoy pop music.
There's nothing wrong with that.
This is my point of view on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely. And this last album, Cosmic Consciousness, is I believe that is the most approachable work that I've ever done, because I did it thinking about other people. When I make music, it's very personal. And it's very, I am very just self-centered about music, about creating it. I'm really not thinking about other people. I'm just expressing something.
Right.
So that's why I say about the songs and the concept with the albums.
Okay.
The dancey thing, it's a different thing. But even though it's still me,
right,
and I'm still writing with or with other people or just by myself.
Yeah.
But it's a little different because you don't really even. It's just a vibe. But it's a very specific vibe. It's a dance vibe.
Right.
However you want to go up and down into it, it can be very. There's a whole gamut of
sure
in there.
Yeah,
but
genres
but
of
it's,
dance.
Right, but it's dance.
Right.
Where opposed to when I create an album, it can be a multitude of styles.
Right.
Just because there's songs in some of the albums that are just guitar. You know, just a simple guitar, and there's songs that are really I don't even know whatever you want to call them. Experimental.
Yeah. So I've listened to everything that you gave me, and
Thank you.
Really, and I got to say, it's so different. Some of it I really like, and some of it I like. I see what you're doing, but it's not my style. But
of course.
it's like food.
Nobody's money.
Yeah,
I mean, I went into this. When I decided that I want to start writing music. I knew that it wasn't that. I mean, not just writing music to
make everybody happy.
Show, exactly to show it to other people.
Right.
I knew that the first, if you don't already know that a lot of people are not gonna like it, and it's just our self-reflection.
Right.
Do I like all the
You're
music
not
that's
doing
out there
it for other people's
exactly.
approval.
Well, but most of that, I don't like all music that's out there too,
Exactly.
and some of it is good. So
totally.
So be it.
It's called taste and your own personal taste.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, you are definitely very talented, and
Thank you,
I
Jerry.
do like how you. I gotta say, just off the record, I had you over to the house one night and had a BMF was there, and it was an after party.
It was a great time.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, can I DJ? And I was like, yeah, okay. And I gotta say, man. You picked all the records that I was just like, whoa. I kept letting you go because I was like, you knew what you were doing and you were like picking the good shit. And I'm like, all right.
Thanks.
This guy knows what.
Well, that's because you had the good shit. If you hadn't had it there, I couldn't have picked it out from anywhere, right?
Reverend's library, which again, a little bit later, I guess. Here we'll get into a Reverend's revelation.
Yeah,
and,
but
we're speaking with Villo, right now, and you can go get his album. It's on Bandcamp. I think that's a great place to snag it. But
you can get actually a great deal if you get it there, and I get most of the proceeds for myself as opposed to going through the whole, which is fine. I don't mind being part of the system on that level because it's another way to reach out people. And I heard DJ Sneak, who is quite a legend himself, like a real legend, not just playing around. I think that
you don't think you're legendary, though?
Well, I wouldn't consider myself that.
Well, there you go. That's all the criteria you need. You don't necessarily. We're deeming it so. That's our 20-year criteria, kind of pushing a scene forward. And, a lot of the times when you go in the background, a lot of the times you're just in the background. And that's how it is.
You love music and you love what you do. But you still got
to look back and say that's an accomplishment. So thank you for bringing this vibe to Orlando, brother.
Thanks, man.
And again, I hope we turn people on to you. And they get more acquainted with who you are and what you can do. And again, that
I gotta say, since I met you, I've been turned on, and that's why I'm
thank you.
Just kind of sharing the love.
I've always been more about a content than hype. I'm not a big hype man,
right?
But I also can talk about myself and being just objective about it. I let people, if they like it, thank you, I love it. If you don't like it. That's okay too,
There you go, and that's kind of the spirit of it, and that's what I love is that you bring this authentic, raw vibe, and I think there's a lot there under the covers. So, Villo, go check them out. It's posted through our blog on WJBWnetworks.com. Yeah, it's the one with the Bill Murray guy. So, anyway. So let's close kind of this little session out. We're gonna, I guess, bump to a song or move to a revelation.
Let's do the revelation here.
So you want to? All right, but let's close out with him and make sure he's good. So that's the best way for people to connect.
Yeah, right? If they would like to connect, if they just want to send me an email, they can do it to Villo, Villo, or Villo at deepspaceradio.com.
Okay,
very easy. That's also a way to remember the station. Journey show, 12 p.m. on Sundays, Eastern Time.
Right.
And Villo.bandcamp.com for anything that's music.
Nice.
There you go. Thank you so much, guys. For
Yeah,
having
man.
me.
Thank you. So we're gonna do a circadian cast.
The house.
Yeah, we'll feature
So
your newest
I'll get
stuff.
that.
Awesome.
I'll get that. Rip that over here, and we'll just
Totally.
stream it live,
Cool.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down
excellent.
with
So appreciate it, and that's what we're all about, making sure that we're cross pollinating here and all across the country, because it's important. If you want to talk to people in Orlando, call us. And you're in Detroit. But anyway, check this out. So we're going to go to Revelation. Do we have it queued up here? Hold on.
The Reverend's Revelations. The Reverend's Revelations. The Reverend's Revelations. The Reverend's Revelations.
Okay, I think we got that queued up. So
The Reverend's Revelations.
I'm going to tell you, this band is one of my. They came out with an album about 15 years ago, and they're the Avalanches, and they were supposed to for the past 15 years, or a new album was going to come out, and I was so anticipating this album to come out, and when it finally did and it hit, it's just it's an amazing album. They're out of Australia. They used their first album since I left you was I think that came out in '99, so it was a good 15-year wait
Right.
For this, and so this kind of ties in with you. The name of the song it's Avalanches, and it's called Because I'm Me, and it's all about on the page you'll actually get to see the video, but the video is dope, and that's what you're going to play right now. So
Awesome.
Okay, so we're going to come into this video about 40 minutes in. I think that's where
40 seconds in.
It's 40 seconds in.
40 minutes in.
40 minutes in. It's where John Travolta starts walking around.
Yeah, and then finally they break out into the song 40 minutes into it. But it's a really cool video. So check it out. This is the Avalanches, Because I'm Me.
It's almost cute, but it'd be cuter not here. Bye.
If she don't love me, what can I do? Just put on my best pair of shoes, because because she said he's the one that drill a tongue. Honey, that's wrong. I just want to know what's wrong with me. Be in love with you. Yeah.
That's right.
Ninth grade, had the shingles off the suede Durango jacket. Ball slang glow, Bronx is only Django. Snappy a golfer star, but that's where my pops go. That's where my pops went. See my percentages are pinned to the planet. Knock it out the ballpark, frank it. I should not tie this tie to a metal log. Let the wings spread. It'll always come back, baby. Come back, shellac, black, baby. A comeback, flat, black paint on the Chevy.
She don't love me. What can I do?
What can I do?
Just put on my best pair of shoes, because I'll be, because I'll be, because I'll be.
ready? You ain't ready? Ready, roll up. Pull up machete, cut the bamboo paper. Let's roll out, baby. Frank
Really?
Yeah, man. So, I just love the way they manipulate the sounds. That's the Avalanches. And, yeah, that whole album is dope. That whole album is dope.
That was a great revelation, Reverend.
Thanks, man. Be sure to post that because that video is really cool, too.
No, the revelation.
Yeah.
The revolution.
The revelation. So, hey, I got something to bring up. Hope to see you both. Well, you're going to be DJing. But hope to see you Saturday because I want you to hear the sound system at this new venue. It's called Black Star.
This is great. I'm so glad
awesome.
you're talking
Sounds
about
so
this.
good. You
Black
sounded so
Star.
good last time you played it, man.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I remember. That's before we went to your house.
Oh, that's right. Oh, jeez. That's the after party.
Short term. I'm JB Webb.
Hey,
hello.
What's up over there?
Nice to see you, Reverend.
All right. So, yeah. So Black Star and then Odd Jobs is also going to be open as well. So it's both venues. And what's really cool about this Saturday is the brand new unveiling of Andrew Spear's new mural.
Oh, really?
Of
Wow.
David Bowie.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, actually, I got a picture that
incredible.
I'll show you before you leave. But actually, I'll show it to you right now.
And
But
that video, I'll go ahead and like that out through my little social media, and then we'll post that on WJBW Networks / The Reverend's Revelations page, where he's got the whole entire chronicle of his great stuff he brings to the table. So thank you for bringing it to the table, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
So
anyway, okay.
I like it.
I'm really excited
about this. Now, Fang,
yeah,
I guess give people some history on Fang.
Well, the history is
it's going to be playing.
It starts
this Saturday. It's going to be doing it.
That's a big 6-foot mural right there.
Event this Saturday. Black
this
Star.
Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
It's called Fang.
All right.
Let me answer your question.
Okay.
And it's a brand new night, and it's kind of like a theme night. It's going to kind of, I'm playing multiple genres.
The
I
band? No, it's a death metal band. Norwegian death metal. Band called Fang. They're going to be playing there. That's what I thought this was all about, dude.
I thought it was a Fangoria convention.
Wow.
Isn't that about that magazine?
That's the name of the
about
night.
horror movies.
It's the name of the
It's
night.
a horror movie convention night, isn't it?
That's the theme. That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
I thought you were supposed to show up and
you need to
show.
tell me these things.
Like which
It's
who's
gonna be
got the
badass.
biggest tooth?
Dude, so I love it. It's kind of the knock knock esque type of vibe. That's
Visage. Even
love that place.
Visage, and with even Oz and other
not
kind
so
of
much Oz.
what was the other thing?
It's different vibes.
Spit.
Different vibes.
Yeah.
Like Knock Knock definitely had an intimate vibey. Like you could drop Bismarcky, which I did.
Right.
And it was like, man.
Yeah.
And you could go from one genre to another.
Well, that's what this is going to be.
Exactly.
So, I put a post about it. I said, come check out the vibe we're putting out. And it's going to be different than any other club.
That's great.
And it's, mastermind of Tommy Mott and
stoked, dude.
Mike Feinberg.
Tommy's a fine DJ, man.
That's great.
Yeah, he's DJing as well.
Fine DJ.
There's about
friends with Tommy.
8 of us.
I got friends with Tommy since Echo.
Right on.
Like, that's one of my friends. One of the first friends that I made in Orlando was Tommy.
Nice, yeah. So he's going to be playing as well. So yeah,
I've forgotten more good times with Tommy than I can remember.
Me too. He's one of my closest friends, actually.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I love Tommy.
Tommy
with all my
Mott
heart.
equals good times.
Yeah, Tommy Mott.
Oh, definitely.
He made
Definitely.
he broke out in these thing called Mommy Tots.
Tommy and I have spent whole weeks in Miami for a conference.
Oh, nice.
He stayed at with his girlfriend.
Check this out. Listen to this adventure that he did.
Tommy Mott's Mommy Tots, the tater tots, the
pop 'em in your mouth.
Tommy Mott's Hot Mommy Tots. Available in stores everywhere. Tommy Mott's Mommy Tots. The tater tots for hot moms.
I love Tommy Mott's Mommy Tots.
I want some mommy tots.
Man.
Who doesn't like a good mommy tot?
Saturday.
Right.
You can see him spinning, me playing.
So this Fang, yeah. All right.
Yeah, Fang.
So this is
the name of the night.
Sounds
a
great.
monthly kind of no one knows I'm disco.
Yep, kind of like
deal.
that. Yep.
Is he going to bring that back there? That'll be
we'll see.
exciting. No
All
one
kinds of
that's
cool
exciting.
shit's going to be happening.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
good deal. It's excellent to hear. So
Yes.
as we keep moving forward, what are we going to go? Come back. Let's do this and come back. You want to come back?
Yeah, we'll come back. You got any news to break, Bradley? And
I
then
got a
we'll
little bit of news.
Close it up.
You want to go to anything I got queued up music-wise to break away?
It would be nice if you had some Villo.
Somewhere?
Villo.
What? Okay,
Villo.
but I don't want to. I would have to stream it again. But where is it? Where is it?
Well,
if you go to via.bandcamp.com, you can just play it from there. The whole album is there.
That would be that'd be a nice little. And what track? And that way you could talk about the track and tell us what track to play and a little bit about it.
Track
You know what I'm saying?
4.
What's it called?
It's called Troll Call.
Troll Call.
Yeah, I read a lot of science fiction.
Chalk hold? You holding chalk? Chalk hold?
Troll. As in troll.
Troll hole.
There you go.
Troll. A hole.
Like trudge hole.
A troll.
So it's
Church hole.
on the album Cosmic Consciousness.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
And
track 4.
Track 4. And so
I think it's the one when you click on the album, it's the one that should play right away.
Troll hole.
I have it set up to that.
Oh, I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So let's break into that.
Want to
and
go
we'll come
into
back
that?
Sure.
Okay, we'll bring everybody down.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty rich. Hold
It's
on.
got a lot of bass though.
Hold on. Jiminy Christmas. What are you doing?
Yeah. JB Rev Show.
All right.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
That was a troll call from Cosmic Consciousness by yours truly, Villo.
Nice. That was
I
very
like
cool.
that track. Thanks.
I like that track a lot, man.
Yeah, I think it's pretty dancey, I think.
Yeah,
Makes
and
me wanna
it's
move.
also very groovy. You know,
like
like
it? Yeah,
yeah, you can totally like, yeah, man.
It's like chill, like it
Yeah.
makes you want to dance, but it's like not obligating you to it.
Totally. It's like eating meat.
It's inviting you. It's like, hey, you want to dance? Instead of like,
to eat the meat.
You want to eat that meat?
There you
It's
go.
right
Well,
here.
of
If you
course
want
want
to
to eat the meat, eat the meat. If you don't want to eat the meat, don't eat the
just-
meat. If the meat is good, eat it. If it's not good, don't eat
You
it.
don't eat the meat.
Exactly. You know?
All
All
right.
right, let me see if I can cast this stuff up there for you.
And now,
3, 4, 1.
breaking news badly.
All right, we just read a bunch of news headlines badly or whatever. What is this? Oh, Shannon Holt is in New Orleans. All right,
What?
there you go.
That is news right
Hang
there.
in there, Fat Tuesday. Matthew Scott still has not called me back. Well, I thought we were going to broadcast from the Iron Cow next week.
Yeah,
then
next
that's
week.
If we can still work it out. But anyway, if we can't. Anyway, France becomes first country to force all supermarkets to give unused food to the needy. Independent.co.uk. Instead of throwing away
It's illegal
and
in most
spoiling
countries, yeah.
unsold food. Yeah.
Yeah, in Japan,
Supermarkets
like,
in France
you can't throw food away.
have been
at all.
banned from throwing away.
You get fined for throwing away
In
food.
Japan, kids have to make their own lunch and
What do you
clean
think
their
of
own
that, though?
toilet. So it's
I think it's a
different
great-
point of view.
Isn't that a great
it's awesome.
policy? Like, don't throw this shit away. What's the matter with you? Right?
Yeah, no,
that's
it's
the
like
problem.
it's like
That's the
dude,
problem right there.
It's like
You're
when they
throwing the
find
answer away for profit or loss.
It's
or
when they're
whatever.
finding people. It's as absurd as when they're finding people for feeding the homeless. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
oh well, we don't want to see the homeless. Well then,
Now,
You know?
you guys may or may not have seen this Facebook
I saw it
post
twice
from Stanton Warriors, and it reads on February 4th, is it Coke, MDMA, or K racked up on the iPhone in the background? Cast your vote below. So let me cast this particular
Wait,
tab.
what
Hold
is
on.
it? Is
let me
it-
cast this whole, so you guys can see it at least, and we'll repost this picture. But it's a picture of 5 girls, right?
Right.
And then in the background, there's
there's a powdery substance.
Okay.
there's a iPhone. Well, let's see how close we can get. I don't know how close can we get.
Yeah, you just.
You can download the picture first and then.
See, he doesn't
Zoom
know how to do
into
that. It's the intern that's doing this who's in the other room. And where's this phone? So who took the picture?
He knows, or she does.
Wow. Anyways, that's
All right. Well, there you go. So
Okay.
it caused a lot of controversy.
who are these people? Who are they? Anyone special?
I don't know.
Okay, well, great story,
Let's see, they
JB. That is
cast,
man.
they put all the people out there.
Oh.
And so anyway,
All right, so you know nothing
Guess I
about
have
it.
to share
Okay,
it.
great. Stanton Warriors. We
there you go.
great.
There you go.
Good job
All
there.
right.
All right, what's your next story, buddy?
Hold on.
Well, are you going to keep going?
I'm trying to go to breaking news badly page.
Oh.
Hold on, just breaking news badly.
I see.
There we go.
Little
This,
technical
is that-
difficulties
no,
here.
I'm
This
just
is why
doing-
we don't do the news too much anymore.
Okay.
Because he
There you go. Did you
he's
like my
not
story
prepared.
about Stanton Warriors?
I did 10 minutes ago when you started it, and it was kind of interesting. Now it's just like now you can't get.
So
those
anyway, people
girls
are
on
all
phone.
on that comment thread, like going crazy. So there you go. We shared it on breaking news.
I think they achieved their purpose, which was, start shit.
Yeah, that's a good way to, go viral, if you will.
Why Trump's tax plan may cause more divorces, spur more divorces. This is from Politico.com. Looming end of alimony write-off has divorce lawyers telling clients to act fast.
Yeah.
The title of that article there. that's good.
1, 3, 2, 5, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2,
Let's see
4.
what this guy has to say.
So look, let's start with Ireland. Now, it's not a difficult thing to do. Like, the thing is, I've loads of friends, which is a bit savage. I've loads of friends in Dublin, but
Northern Ireland.
Let's just say this now. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter to me. But what I'll
Come
tell
across
you,
the sea, Wales.
What
I tell you
the
something
hell is
about
this?
Wales. Well, not really. I don't really know much about Wales, to be honest with you. My friend Simon Thomas is from
Go
Wales.
up north, Scotland.
I'm going to tell you a story now, and it's a guy that I know from Scotland. And it's not the guy you're thinking of, by the way. It might not be.
Spanish.
I tell you one story about Spain is when you're driving in Spain, everybody want to drive fast because they want to do nothing, but they want to do nothing for more time.
This is your favorite club before semi-autos. This is after. I hear pow, pow, pow.
To wake up and see the carnage.
Okay, that was a weird segue. So those were two different videos. So sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have much this week.
No, let's end on a good note.
Independent.co.uk. How
Right.
to tell if other people think you're attractive according to science. Did I already read that last week? I'm being told I read that last week. You didn't catch it. Anyway, I don't know where all my news stories are.
Remember when you could go when it was an Italian restaurant?
I do. When do you remember when?
Yeah. Let's leave it right there. But you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. But JB likes to. What did I do earlier? Beat a dead horse.
I guess they don't do that, right? When they're dead.
I don't know.
Heartbeat is.
I've not really seen him. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Man,
so
it
much.
was all good. Yeah, there's the kitties. Go. Meow.
Polka's Hottest, POCASHOTTEST.com. Delicious hot sauces. Get them there. ShannonHoltArt.com. Again, be safe over there, Mardi Gras. Shannon Holt. You can get your body painted by her if you're there.
Yeah, we'll see you at Fang Saturday night. And yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yep.
Odd Jobs.
Orlando City Smoke Shop, Dank Orlando City Smoke Shop, Kush Ultra Lounge, Modern Music Movement,
totally,
Art Army,
The Revolution.
Thank you. Okay. El Villo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, LV. Thank you so much for being here, man.
Thank you so much for the invite, guys.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
Listen to his stuff. Check it out. Check it out, man.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. See you on the other side. Try to love and respect each other.
Please.
Woo!
Just one rule. Treat each other the way you want to be treated.
Please.
All right.
1, 3.
Where to go? This is Dream Wife
1, 3.
with the song Hey Heartbreaker.
Hey, Heartbreaker.
We got a little bit of preamble in the beginning, but thanks again for joining us. See you all the time. Barbershop Quartet. All right. All right. See you later. Seriously, see you later. Oh, we got some time, actually, don't we? How much time do we have on this? Okay, there it goes. All right, see you later.
I've seen you on the silver screen.
The JB Rev Show.
Is it JP? Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts. Yes, I do, man. Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Yeah, after all this time, it's really been JP,
well,
not JB. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
you don't listen. Do you listen to the shows when you're not on them? I'm curious.
Of course I do.
I'm just curious.
Yes, I do, man.
You do?
As a matter of fact, I feel bad because, okay, I will give you this. I did not listen to that Monday show. I'm sorry.
Okay. You feel bad?
Well, because sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts over. Of course I do.
I'm just curious.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts. Yes, I do, man. Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, the JB Rev Show.
Yes, I do.
Yo, 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 yo.
WJBW.
The electronics is so predominant that people would really prefer that.